Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Inviting all of you to the video series of Expert in Python Automation using PyTest Playwright. My name is Rajesh. In this video, we are going to talk about how to run the first automation program. Before we start, let's recap what we learned in the previous video. We learned about the introduction of Python, PyTest and Playwright, and how to install and set up, and some of the basic commands. Let's take a self-evaluation. What are all the testing frameworks supported by Python? If you haven't watched my previous video, please go and watch it to get to know the answer. Let's get started. How to run the first automation program. In this program, I have written a very basic logic by opening the Chrome browser and I'm loading a new page, and after that I'm loading the Python official website. After that, I'm just printing the message, and then I'm just comparing with the actual and the expected result. Finally, I'm closing the browser. Let us see all the statements one by one. Import PyTest. Import PyTest is allowing us to use all the PyTest functionalities into our code. And also it helps to use the PyTest fixes such as setup and teardown. Setup is nothing but if you wanted to initialize the WebDriver object or any other resources to be initialized, then we can use setup. And teardown is used to clean up the activities. If we initialize the WebDriver object in setup, that can be cleaned up in teardown. The same way, other resources also can be cleaned up by using teardown. And the custom assertion is another feature for the better failure messages. We can use it in our code, and lot many other features are available. Those also we will be seeing in our upcoming video one by one. And the next one is from Playwright Sync API, import sync Playwright. This is also an import statement. We are going to import the sync Playwright function from the sync API module, which will allow to automate the browsers in synchronous mode. There are two modes. One is synchronous mode and another one is asynchronous mode. So basically, we will use the synchronous mode for sequential execution, and the asynchronous mode we will be using it for parallel execution. And also it provides the automation capabilities for Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit. And the next one is DEF test first program. Here DEF is the Python keyword to define the functions. And test first program is the name of the function. So if we wanted to define any functions in Python programming, we have to start with the DEF keyword. And the PyTest will determine the test functions start with the test underscore. So if you wanted to define any test functions, we have to start with the name test underscore. If you are not starting with the test underscore, then it will be considered as a normal function. And the next one is with sync playwright of as playwright. So here with is the keyword. So using this, we are assigning the features of sync playwright of to the playwright variable. So hereafter we can use the playwright variable to get all the features of sync playwright of. And sync playwright of starts the playwright functionalities and manages the life cycle of browsers. And the next statement is browser equal to playwright.chromium.launch of headless equal to false. This statement is used to open the browser. Once after opening the browser, the same object will be assigned to the browser variable. The same way we can use it for Firefox and WebKit. Like I said earlier, Playwright is the variable which contains all the functionalities of sync Playwright. There are two modes to execute the test cases. One is headless, another one is headed mode. So headless mode means the browser will not get opened, but the execution will happen background and we will get the result. And headed mode means the browser will get open and we can see the execution, and finally we will get the result the same way. So to make it headed mode, we have to assign headless equal to false. To make it headless mode, we have to make headless equal to true. Once after creating the browser variable, we have to create a new page. So by using page equal to browser dot new page of statement, we are going to achieve this one. So here browser dot new page of will create a new page, and finally it will assign that object to the page variable. After creating the page variable, we have to load the URL. For that, I have used the Python official website URL. So by using the statement page.goto statement. And after loading that page, we are going to print the title of the page. So for that, we have used page.title of function in the print statement. After this, we are going to validate the actual result and the expected result. For that, we are going to use assert statement. So in the assert statement, the first statement we have assigned the expected result, which is welcome to python.org. So and after the in, we are specifying the actual result. So which is the title of the page. So if both are matching, then the test case will pass. If both are mismatching, then the test case will fail. So after the completion of all the statements, we have to close the browser. So for that, we are using browser.closeoff. So this will take care of all closing activities of the browser. Okay, let us execute this program from VS Code IDE so that you will get an idea. For that, I'm going to open VS Code IDE. So here there is no file opened. So first we have to create a folder. I'm going to the Windows Explorer. Here I'm going to create a folder. I'm naming it as ex1. Then we have to copy this path and go to the VS Code editor. Here you can open the folder. Just paste the path. So we have opened the folder. Here we have to create a file. One Python file we have to create it. So I will start with the test underscore first program .py. All Python program will have the extension .py. So file is created. Now we have to write the code. So we have already written the code. So from there I will copy it. So I have copied the program. Then we have to open the terminal and run the test. So I'll go to the terminal, new terminal. So we have to pass the command py test. We already learned about this one, py test command. I'm just entering. So there are some error. If you see here in the double quote, it is showing the error. Maybe copy paste mistake. So I'll just correct this double quote. This double quote might not be copied properly. See, we can see the difference. I'll delete all the double quotes and I will re-enter. we have done the change. Once more, I will pass the comment. Yeah, our program is passed. So it just opened this Python official URL and it verified the title and it closed the browser. So we have printed this title. So the console logs are not printed. So for that, we have to pass pytest -s. So here the title is printed. If you see here title colon welcome to Python.org is printed. Right. So if suppose if you pass something else here in this assert statement, I am passing just some other message I have given. So I just added one. So now the test case will get failed because the actual and expected is different. That's the reason the assertion failed the test case. So you can see here, assert welcome this one. See both are different. That's the reason the test case got failed. Yeah. And also we learned about this headless equal to false and true. So since it is headless equal to false, that's the reason we are able to see the browser and we can see the execution. If suppose if we pass it as true, then you cannot see the browser. I am passing true, and also I'll remove this one. So now the execution will happen background. So we cannot see the execution, but internally all the steps will get executed and you will get the result. The final output you will get in the logs. See, you can see the title equal to welcome to Python.org. It is printed. So the test case also got passed. Okay. This is all about how to run the first automation program of Python using PyTest Playwright. I would suggest you people to pause this video and write the same code on your machine and try to execute it so that you will get one hands-on experience before you watch the next video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, please drop a comment. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with all my future videos. Stay connected with me for the next one.